find a comfortable seated position, perhaps propping your hips up on a bolster or a blanket. And take a few moments here to connect deeply with your breath, watching the flow of breath as it moves in and out through your nose, or in through your nose and out through your mouth. Bring your attention to your throat as this practice focuses on stimulating your center of communication, your throat chakra. With your jaw directly linked to your pelvis, it's important to connect with deep breath, with sound, even with chanting, singing, or noise throughout this practice. Our mantra today is, I have the right to speak my truth, for asking for what I need, what I want, and what I need to let go of. Take a deep, deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Another deep breath in and exhale. Our first pose, a gentle butterfly pose. Take the soles of your feet together and allow a shape like a diamond to evolve between your legs before you begin to pour your weight forward. You may absolutely add props underneath your knees, placing blocks, pillows, folded up towels, or blankets beneath your thighs. Perhaps even stacking blocks beneath your forehead if the stretch is too intense, especially during pregnancy. If you ever feel unhealthy pulling or tearing, that's your cue to back off, to slow down. Once you settle into whatever your version of this posture looks like, come back into your breath. And as you breathe in, remind yourself of our mantra, I have the right to speak my truth. And as you breathe out, can you let go of any fear of judgment? Breathing in the right to speak your truth, and breathing out any fear of judgment. Throughout our pregnancy, we're faced with people's ideas of how we should be, how we should feel, what we should do and not do. Take one more big breath in through your nose, breathing in your own truth, your own trust, and breathing out those other judgments. Good. Move slowly as you start to come out of the pose, pulling yourself up to a nice neutral spine. Work your hands behind you and allow your knees to flop from side to side. Depending where you are in your pregnancy, these might be big, big movements. They might be really tiny. From here, we'll move into an even deeper stretch through your inner groin, so all the tissues around your adductors, but also into your hamstrings and the tissues around the backs of your legs. Spread your legs wide, allowing your feet to relax out to either side, and begin to walk your hands forward by any amount. You might choose to stay with a neutral spine. You might choose to fold forward. I want you to feel empowered to change these shapes to accommodate your own changing body. Again, folded up towels beneath your knees can be helpful if this is too intense through your hamstrings. And a bolster or a stack of blocks holding up your forehead can also provide some added support. Once you've found your shape, arrive there. Arrive there and start to connect to that deep, deep force that is your breath. Inhaling through your nose, visualizing your breath pushing energy through your body. Exhaling through your nose, or if you're feeling at all lightheaded, through your mouth. Can you stay here and breathe here, counting through your own inhalations and exhalations, perhaps continuing that mantra repetition. As you breathe in, silently repeating, I have the right to speak my truth. And as you breathe out, silently repeating, I let go of fear of judgment. Mindfully take one more huge breath in through your nose. This time, exhale through your mouth, making a sound, a ha, a growl, a squeal, sounds that we might replicate during the actual labor process. And then slowly weave your body back upright, integrating some movements from side to side, massaging out any tension. Again, walk your hands back behind you, place the soles of your feet onto the earth, and begin to shift your knees and your weight from side to side, moving at a comfortable distance. From here, we'll shift our bodies onto all fours, coming towards a supported child's pose. Depending on how big your stomach is at this time in your pregnancy, you might be fine coming right to the earth. You might choose to place a cushion beneath your torso, and for those of you in your second or third trimester, you might place a support beneath your forehead, allowing lots of space for your stomach. Coming into child's pose, bring your attention down to your stomach itself. And honoring this intention of communication, can you begin to breathe towards your baby? Imagine that every single breath you took, every single breath you take, is immediately nourishing and nurturing, supporting and creating space inside for your baby. Attach a color, a soft color to your breath, and watch that breath highlight all the way down through your throat in towards your stomach. Soften here, honoring the incredible work, the incredible power of your body during these 9 months of pregnancy. Resting with your breath for the next few moments. Just a few more deep breaths in through your nose. But now can you exhale through your mouth, again integrating some sort of noise, growling, chanting, singing, even screaming, any kind of noise. And notice how that sound itself creates a sense of release. Even notice how you might be resistant to sound. Without judgment, we'll let that go. Prop yourself back up onto all fours, moving slowly. And take a moment here for some pelvic rocks. So really gentle spinal undulations like cat-cow. Moving with your breath, inhaling, you can roll your shoulders up and back, lifting your heart and sending your tailbone high. With your exhale, you're rounding into your upper back, pulling your tailbone under. And again, inhale, open your chest, shine your heart forward. As you exhale, find a nice deep spinal flexion. Take your time from here to lean back, coming up onto the left side of your body, and then rotating your body all the way around so we can prepare for heart bed. Take your prop, a folded blanket, a bolster, a pillow, along the vertical of your spine. And as you lie back onto that prop, you might choose to rest your hands on your stomach. You might choose to open your arms wide alongside your body, or even lift them up overhead to open through your chest and your heart. Choose a variation for your lower body, either taking the soles of your feet together, replicating that inner groin stretch we started with, with or without props beneath your thighs, or extend your legs completely. If you're feeling an increase in blood pressure or any pain or discomfort lying on your back, try adding a little more support underneath your spine to increase the incline of your own little heart bed. And once you've settled into this shape, soften through your eyes, your lips, your jaw. Allow your neck and your throat to relax as your shoulders drape down towards your mat, your props, and the earth. Observe the sensations in and around your ribs, the sensation in your stomach. Can you feel the presence of your baby, perhaps literally with its little kicks, its pulsations, or perhaps just an imagining of its presence deep inside of you? You are the beautiful vessel that carries this being into the world. Allow yourself to be proud, to be excited about the honor of holding space for this child. Relax through your pelvis. And for those of you that are practicing Kegels, you can go ahead and begin to practice these deep, deep pelvic actions for your final 3 breaths here. Take your last big breath in through your nose, and again, open your mouth wide, make any sound. Exhale. Go slowly as you draw your knees together. Roll onto that left side of your body as you peel your body up and away from the floor. From here, we'll return down onto our spine for bridge pose, stamping your feet hip distance and parallel, really piercing down through the 4 corners of your feet. Inhale to lift your pelvis high and perhaps interlace your hands behind your back. Continue elongating through the back of your neck and allowing your chin to draw into your chest as you take just a few cycles of breath here. Allow the leg muscles to stay active before you begin your descent back down onto the floor. And as always, roll over onto the left side of your body. This time we'll stay here, settling into our side-lying Shavasana, a wonderful alternative to lying directly on your back throughout pregnancy. Feel free to add props between your knees, beneath your head, beneath your arms. Allow your eyes to soften, your heart to soften, your throat, your lips, and your jaw to soften. Trust that there is an intimate connection between your jaw and your pelvis. Give yourself permission to make sounds, to sing, to grunt, to growl, to really embody that animalistic nature. But also give yourself permission to be completely silent, to enjoy this well-deserved rest for the next few breaths. Take one final big breath in, breathing in that right to speak your truth. Open your mouth wide, exhale, and give yourself permission to let go of any fear, any judgment. Take your time to crawl up out of your side-lying Shavasana, returning to that comfortable seated position with or without support. And if it feels appropriate, you might take a few moments to create big winding circles with your torso. Pregnant women love this little move, any kind of fluid movement. Take one direction before switching and taking the opposite direction. Feel your neck and your throat open and expand here. And slowly, slowly come all the way back up to your seated position. Take your hands together at your heart and thank yourself for practicing. Namaste.